Are you tired of overpaying for flight tickets? What if I told you that scoring cheap airline ticket isn't just luck but a strategy? Would you believe that? Today, I will show you exactly how to find cheap airline tickets with proven strategies, free tools, and secret hacks that even frequent travelers don't even know about. So, make sure to watch this video to the end. I'll be back shortly. Alright, welcome back guys. The channel is adeja.com. Over here what we do is we give you all the necessary information that you need to know as far as the travel industry is concerned. So from your passport applications, visa applications, documentation, studying abroad, working abroad, going for holidays. If you want to know information on all these areas, then make sure to subscribe to this channel as it is going to be very informative and educative. So make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification button, and then get informed or notified on all the subsequent videos that we are going to be uploading. So back to the topic for today. All right, so have you ever booked a flight ticket yourself, or you have it done by an agent? Let me know your experience. How was it? Did you book with an agent, or you booked all by yourself? So let me know in the comment section. Right. So first of all, booking flight can often feel like a game of luck, right? So prices rise and fall unexpectedly, and many travelers end up paying more than they should have. So if you are tired of spending too much on airfares, you are in the right place. And so as this comprehensive video is going to educate you on how to book the cheapest flight ticket to everywhere, every destination. So it is going to be a step by step. So now, first of all, what we need to do first is let's use the right search engine to start our hunt, right? So not all engines or search engines are created equal. Some show inflated prices due to hidden fees or lack of access to budget airline data. So what we are going to do is you start your flight search with the most reliable and cost-effective platforms. For instance, like the Skyscanner, Google Flights, Momondo, Kiwi.com, and so on and so forth. So with Skyscanner, for instance, it is very excellent for comparing a wide variety of airlines and booking websites, right? So Google Flight also is ideal for flexible planning and real-time price tracking. And then Momondo is also great for finding hidden low-cost fares and less known travel routes. Kiwi.com also offers a unique booking combinations and extended layovers options that can slash ticket cost. So always make sure that you perform searches in incognito mode or private mode so that cookies stored on your computer or browser wouldn't trigger for prices increase when a route is searched repeatedly. So now I'm going to show you something. What I'm trying to talk about is I'll send you to my screen and then I'll come back here and then we continue. So let me take you to my screen. Okay, so this is my browser. Now, what happens is when I come here and I click on new tab and I start searching for anything, because I have cookies stored, you can see this website that I visited. This one also, this one also, this one also. So these ones are all cookies or browser history, right? So these are the websites that I've visited. And so having this kind of informations on your computer, when you come here and then you come to history and I click history, you could see that the recent tabs that I've opened are all here. So if you open or you do a search on any of the platform, like maybe Google Flights, Skyscanner, on all the bookings, flight booking sites, what it is going to do is once those cookies are being stored on your browser, it is going to trigger for the prices, old prices that were being saved on your browser, right? So the incognito mode that we spoke about is that make sure that once you come here, you come to your this thing, you come here and then you click on new incognito window, right? So that this browser is very private. You could see that I don't have any information stored here. is different from the one that I was using, so that you can come here and then search for a fresh or any bookings that you want to do, so that you can have an accurate pricing or deals that you can choose from. So this is what is meant by the incognito mode. Okay. All right. So next factor that we need to consider to get a cheaper flight is that you have to be very flexible with your travel dates and plan, or your time, right? So one of the golden rules of cheap air travel is flexibility. Airline pricing systems are based on demand and supply. So always make sure that your bookings are being done within midweeks or early mornings or late nights. Now with midweeks, for instance, the airline tickets are often cheaper as compared to the weekends, because most people are during the week working. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are working periods, so most people wouldn't travel within that days, and so traveling within those areas or days are often very cheaper as compared to weekends that people go for holidays or vacations, right? Also, early morning or late night flights tend to cost less than the peak days, right? So during that time people are often asleep and wouldn't do bookings, or wouldn't engage a lot of traffic on the website. So mostly those periods are very cheap to come by, or those period or timing are the time that you can get a cheap flight. Also, with Skyscanner's whole month view, it is a way that you can use it to spot for cheap or cheapest days to fly, right? So booking in low travel seasons such as falls, which is the September to November, or the post holidays like January, for instance, can also save you a lot of money, right? That's those during those periods. A lot of people don't travel, and then mostly those are the time that you can get cheap air tickets, right? So now another factor is also that being open to alternate routes or airports. So always make sure that you don't restrict yourself to one airport or route. Many major cities have multiple airports, and flying into a nearby city can save you a lot of, cash, right? So make sure that you always look out for the secondary airport. So let's assume, for instance, you are traveling to the San Francisco airport. You can use Oakland instead of San Francisco, as it is the alternative airport and it is less congested airport, and so traveling through that side can help you get um, an affordable air ticket. Also try the open jaw flights, where you arrive in one city and leave from another, right? So for instance, you can travel through one airport and then you leave through a different city or a different airport, and by virtue of that it is going to also save you a lot of cash, right? And also use overland transport, for instance a bus or train from nearby cities with cheaper flights, and those are the means that you can have access or get a cheaper flight. So you can often stitch together a cheaper journey using multiple city or self-transfer route that can be found on kiwi.com, or using Google Flights multi-stop feature, right? So these are ways and means to get a cheap flight. Also make sure you are booking at the right time for the lowest fares. For instance, booking timings play a significant role in airfare pricing. So generally, if you are booking flight between 1 to 3 months in advance for domestic travels, you tend to have it very cheaper for those in the domestic traveling domestically. And also, if you are traveling and you do the bookings between the space of 2 to 8 months in advance for your international travels, then you can also tend to have a cheaper airfares, very 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 cheap. And then yeah, so I told you earlier that Tuesdays and Wednesdays are usually when airlines release deals and updates their fares. So make sure to set your price alert for those periods, so that an app like Skyscanner or Google Flights can notify you when prices drop within this period, right? Now, another point that we need to consider is using points, miles, and reward programs strategically. So don't underestimate the power of frequent flyer miles, credit card travel points, and airline alliances. Right. So here is how to get started. So first of all, join major airline loyalty programs. For instance, the SkyTeam, Star Alliance, OneWorld. They have a lot of programs that you can enroll to. Also, get a travel reward credit card that offers large sign up bonuses. So once you sign up, you tend to get some bonuses that can be able to reduce your airlines bookings that you are going to do in future, right? Also, you can use tools like Award Hacker or Point.me to find the best ways to redeem miles for your travels, right? Even occasionally, travelers can quickly accumulate enough points for a free flight if they use the right strategies, right? So these tools are going to help you to get bonuses or redeem miles so that you can travel with your ticket in a reduced or cost saving medium, right? So another factor is also travel light to avoid extra fees. So budget airlines offers lower base fares but make up for it with fees. So you can still save by parking only a carry-on to avoid checked baggage fees, weighing your luggage before heading to the airport, bringing your own snack and entertainment to avoid costly onboard purchases, right? So make sure that when you are traveling and you want to save money, make sure that you carry your backpack only without having a lot of luggage. That is going to cost you the weighing fee, the baggage fees, and so on and so forth. And also make sure that you have some snacks on you, the snack that you are going to eat whilst you are on boarding the flight or you are on board, right? So all these are factors that is going to help you to save a lot of money on you. So know the rules for each airline in advance to avoid unpleasant surprises at the gate, right? Okay. Now, another factor is also checking airline deals directly on their website. So, after finding a cheap fare through a search engine like the Skyscanner, Google Flight, and so on, make sure that you check directly from the airline's websites. Sometimes airlines offers exclusive deals or promo codes or discounts that wouldn't appear earlier on the search engines that we use. So make sure that once you've searched on that, you can easily run and then go and search it on the official website of the airline company so that you can be able to know the deals as quickly as possible, and then you plan your bookings or you do your purchase, right? And then also you may also get better cancellation policies, seat selections, and then customer support by booking directly, right? So once you book directly through the official or the direct airline company's website, you are able to get access to a lot of features like selecting your seat and knowing the cancellation policies, and also you tend to get customer support or services, right? So make sure to take note of all these informations, and also use travel apps like the Hopper, Airfare Watchdog, Skip Lagged, Honey, or Capital One Shopping, right? Make the most of these tools and apps to help you unlock cheap flights, right? So these tools are going to help you predict when to book for the best price, find deals you wouldn't know to look for, reviews hidden city ticketing tricks, and also automatically applies for code when there is, right? So combining all these tools will give you a competitive edge in scoring the best fares, right? Also, make sure that you consider budget airlines. But you need to be very cautious. You need to be very cautious because budget carriers like Ryanair, Spirit, EasyJet, and Air Asia offers drastically lower fares, but they come with trade-offs. For instance, there's no free baggage, not even a carry-on in some cases, right? Also, Also, additional charges for printing boarding passes, seat selection, and so on can occur. And then limited leg room and no in-flight perks, right? So still, if you know the rules and park accordingly, these airlines can be your best friends for ultra cheap travels, right? So make sure to consider all these factors before going for a budget airlines, right? And also make sure that you are booking in your local currency or you book in foreign currencies for potential savings. So some booking platforms allows you to pay in different currencies. In certain cases, changing the country or the currency setting can reduce the airfare. So always make sure that you do the conversion using xe.com to check the exchange rate in real time, and then compare cost when booking on the airline's regional website like .co.uk or .k instead of the .com extension. So only use these tactics if your credit card offers no foreign transactions, right? So also make sure you think like a travel hacker. Combine all the strategies that I've given above. Always ask, can I book two-way, one-way flight instead of a round trip? Or booking from a different devices yield different prices. Can I use VPNs to get better regional pricing? The more you experiment, the better you will get at uncovering secret deals that others miss. So these are the informations that you need to know in order to have the cheapest flights possible. So let me wrap it up. Use a private browser or the incognito mode. Search on Skyscanner, Google Flight, and Momondo. Be flexible with dates and time and destinations. Use budget airlines wisely. Set price alert and be patient. Use points or miles if possible. Check directly on airlines website. Use travel labs for insights. Compare currencies and region-based pricing. Travel light to avoid any extra hidden fees. So kindly master all these steps and you will consistently book the cheapest flight possible to anywhere. No more overpaying for travel ever again. So with all these tips, I hope you've been inspired today. The channel has been adeja.com. So if there's something that you want me to explain further, let me know in the comment section. If you like this video, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and see you in our subsequent videos that we are going to be uploading. The channel has been adeja.com.